All right, let's get to the hits. The hits for week 106. I want to start out with Big Swole doing the pounce there, doing the pounce and the slam for the win. I'm a big fan of both the Big Swole and Bulletproof Bruce. Lots can be done with both of these guys. A quick win there from Big Swole, but it doesn't hurt the Bulletproof Bruce anymore. Really doesn't hurt him. He could come out and get a couple big wins and no one would even remember that Big Swole beat him. Big Swole came out then and talked about, well, the championship committee and wanting a title shot. He said, championship committee, keep bringing them on. I'll keep knocking them down. Loved that. We were out with the Vicious and Colton Cage, Blaylock out to promote it a little bit. And Vicious got some mic work, so I really like the hit there. This match really got started good and give us a sneak peek. We always have talked about how good Colton Cage is, but this start of the match, and I put down hit was the good start of the match. You can go to Mrs. and hear about what I have to say about the finish, but Colton Cage can be a star here. He can be a champ. He can be one of the leading guys. Can say the same thing with Van Vicious also. Very good match to get a good start there. Memphis Tigers video, another big hit. Here's something that Memphis Wrestling does behind the scenes is when they have a big event like they did with the Memphis Tigers last Sunday, then they let you know about it. They let you see that it happened. We don't just talk about it and say, oh, it's happening Sunday. We see it. We see the actual result. And that's very important for the fans that hear about big events, and then we never hear about it again. They had a big crowd out there after the game around the ring. It looked like a really fun show. Great video there. Jennifer Justice is then backstage. I love this kind of stuff. At first, I did not see what was going on. I had to kind of rewind. It looks like Reverend Ash is on the back of this flyer that is in her suitcase. She looks at it. She's a little confused. What is it? I absolutely love stories like this. So looks like Reverend Ash is going to do some recruiting. And like I said, I really, really like stuff like that because you don't know where it's going. Who's all going to join with Reverend Ash? Another big hit, Austin Lane come out with a promo, another good promo with him. Lane then stepped up to wrestle Bosby, another hit. This felt like a big-time match. Ringing introductions was really just fantastic for Terrence Ward. We had a body slam to the wall. A lot of fun stuff in this match. It was not the match I thought it was going to be. There was a little bit more brawling than I thought there would be. But I love seeing these two guys wrestle. Lane even had some new gear, which they mentioned. This is one of those things that if you will notice, some of the pro wrestlers will get new gear for a big match. Sometimes it means a title change, and it's sometimes, but it gave a special. It was a big time match. It meant something. We had Bosby winning and keeping the internet title. So somebody send me some questions or some answers. How about it? Who's going to beat Bosby for that belt, guys? Then we had Ray Collins. It looks like Ray, he threw the hot shot stuff in the trash. It went into the trash. We have not seen the hot shots actually on TV for a while, and Ray has been by himself and losing really quick matches. I love the story of him giving up on the hot shots really quick because it didn't help him any. He picks up that flyer, and Reverend Ash Flyer is what it looks like it is, and maybe that's they're wanting him to join that. I'm on a big kick with saying that Ray Collins really needs to be a babyface in a tag team with a guy his size. This kid is good looking. Has not got enough moves in for him to be established as a babyface, but would love to see him with someone his own size with a good tag team name, and that's what that's what Memphis Wrestling's always been about. It's been about tag teams. In the history of Memphis Wrestling, we've had the Fabs, the Rock and Roll Express, the Moondogs. He's one of those guys that you could put in that position. And then the last big hit of the day, a really fun match in the main event. We had first, Mikey comes out, and Uncle Mikey does, and says he has a family member. Oh, I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. He's got Cousin Luke. Guys, you're not looking for a 5-star match in the main event. You're looking for some fun, and that's what this was. There was a huge chant of sheep herder, sheep herder, sheep herder. And I've heard some of the guys talk to me and say the crowd is so loud when you're in the building, but it doesn't come off as good on TV. I think that's one of those times when if it would have come off a little bit better on TV, we had Mikey chants, we had sheep herder chants, but loved it. He came out, we did the main event, we had the debuting in the main event with main event Bradley was a big guy, Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil is a guy that's been in the local area for a long time. Big guy. He tired over all three of these guys. He just looked really good at what he did. It was slow, methodical, fun stuff. Main event Bradley got a stink face. And then I love this, but we had Luke doing the stunner. So he did the stink face and the stunner. Then they did for the finish. I absolutely love the finish. Stunner, it looked really kind of strange, but stunner into the code red for the win. It was classic, guys. This is the kind of fun stuff you can have with a small promotion, and the people really get into it. And after he won, he ran around the ring doing the bushwhacker arms is what I always call it. The whole crowd was getting into it. We had members of the audience getting behind Bushwhacker Luke, and then we had even heard T-Bone and Dustin say, "Hey, we're gonna get in line. We're gonna get in line." Love that. This is just Memphis wrestling, fun stuff at the end, guys. That was our hits for week 106.